tutorial number 3. It's a part 3. This is Engineer Asghar Badshah, Project Management Specialist, Contract Management Specialist, and Assistant Engineer. So today our topic is about the coordinates, the 8 placemark options, and some other options, and a slight usage of AutoCAD. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, dear civil engineers, this video is for you, this series is for you, and for all the faculty members who want to do work in the Google Earth Pro. This is Engineer Asghar Badshah, and welcome to you to tutorial number 3. So we've done some projects. I'm going to show you the spotlight. We have done some projects, like this was one of the projects which we did at Sika's University of IT. This was of the option polygon, which we did it that, and this was one of the plot length and plot area of polygon by show ruler option. This was another project which we done with the path measurement, right? This was another project which was a line measurement. This was another project which was a circle measurement, and this was that. So that was a spotlight. So I want to uncheck this. All right, there is some other option which we will discuss in these later and future tutorials. For time being, we're discussing our main topic. So double click on this. It will bring me to my project. Okay, cross this, heights, show bar, slide bar. So when the sidebar is hired, press the mouse center cursor and zoom this. So this was my project. Okay, so now I can see these are some double lining. So I want to see this. I want to actually, these were when two are checked, so both are, I talk about 18 feet length difference and probably in around 2000 square feet different areas. So look at that. This was this deviation. So that was a mistake, due to which the area comparison was not accurate by this polygon option and this polygon option and show ruler option. You can see there was a difference of that area which calculation was not accurately. So if you can see that, if I can check both the one, so what it happens is there's a difference in that area. So that is why when I find it the area by the polygon and show ruler option, let me on the spotlight by this option, and then by this option there was a difference in 18 feet length, and there was a difference between the area around 2000 square feet. This is why, because I did not select the points of selection by the both method of skills at Google Earth Pro software, right? So I have to right now, let me uncheck one of that. So I will uncheck the polygon one, so it bring me to this area. So I'm gonna hide the sidebar, so and press the mouse left button, so it will give you the palm and a little bit zoom out. All right, so now my first option is what I will do right now. I will add the place mark. Why? What is the place mark? Why we add the place mark? The place mark I added for the points existing on that locations. Whenever you give those points in the form of coordinates to total station, or GPS softwares, or any other software that will work on the principles and methodology of GPS, will give you the accurate point that that building, a plot, a project, anywhere the work existing at that point. So I'm gonna zoom this. I can come over here, so you can see this. This is that 8 place mark, right? So click on this. So all you do, you need to just move that place mark to the point where you want to do. So I bring it to this. So you can see the coordinates are right now in degrees. If I can zoom it, the coordinates are right now in degrees, and then it's minutes and it's seconds. So I don't want it in degrees, minutes and seconds. What I would do, I will cancel this So I can come towards universal transverse marketer, right? This is a military grade reference system, and then it's degrees, decimal, and minutes, and it's degrees, minutes, and second, and it's decimal. So I will come towards a universal transverse marketer, right? So there is some other options: anisotropic filtering, labels, icon size, graphics mode, and there is a units of measurement. So by system, they will always take the units by system by default. But once again, if sometimes I take it in the feet in miles, and it convert again the Google Earth Pro software by default to meters and kilometers. So I will select this, but it will probably convert it. I don't know what is the issue with this software, because I wanted that coordinates and feet in miles, but they will by default they will take into meters and kilometers. So let me select and this, okay. So once again, so add place mark, and I bring to zoom this. For example, this is I want to bring to this point, right? So this is I click on this. This is, let's say, mark 1, right? So these are the coordinates. Look, it gives me in meter. You can see that coordinates is giving me in meters. This is why although I select the feet in miles option, by default they are taking it in meters. Anyhow, I will take it for granted. I can change the colors. For example, if I want this green color, so the writing is in green, right? And for example, icon color, I can also change the icon colors, whatever you want. Let's say, see, the icon colors changes as well. So, and even I can change the icons, like for example, if I want the icon to be this one. So for example, this is the first point, so I was taking it, this, it gives me this 1 point, this 1 mark. So I have to save these coordinates right now if I want to work on a Google and AutoCAD, or if I want to work in anywhere software or machine that really work on the principle of GPS, Google positioning system, or coordinate systems. So what are the coordinates and why we use for? So I told in my first tutorial that a lot of civil engineers are working on a big post, but they don't know the coordinate. Before going to further in this tutorial vlog, what are coordinates? This is the skills that is coming straight away from the Badshah, and you need to remember me in your prayers and response to this, okay? So coordinates are used for describing the exact position of a location on the ground. I mean, or on a map or a plan. Like there might be ground, which you want to use coordinates. There might be a map, which you want to map. And map, in normal language, it's called map, but in construction or civil engineering, it's called drawings. So either on drawings or map, you want to describe the exact position of a location. The exact position that you want of a location, any location, or a plan. You have a plan or a master plan, and you want to describe the exact position of location. You will use the coordinate. They normally take the form of figures, like as I told you. Like in this case, it's a figure. This one is a figure, right? It's a number, and this one is figure. So this is easting, and this is northing. So one thing is sure, the coordinates consist of easting and northing. This is typically surveying. You should have studied. You are hired on a big post and governmental level. You are taking a big salaries in dollars and rupees and your world currencies, but you don't know this. So these are the skills that is coming from the hands of Badshah. Just remember me in your prayers for regards to this. So they normally take the form of the figure that indicate the distance of the location. So which means that when you enter these coordinates in any instrument, that will give you the distance on the Google map or the ground or a map or a plan or master plan. That distance from the location concerned from the two coordinate axes. Like if you have one coordinate and you have two coordinates, they will give you the same location distance between these two coordinate axes or these two coordinate. All right, या इसको मैं थोड़ा उर्दू में भी ट्रांसलेट करूँ यहाँ से. देखिए कोऑर्डिनेट्स जो है ना, कोऑर्डिनेट्स ज़मीन पे या नक्शे या मंसूबे पर किसी भी मकाम की सही पोजीशन को बयान करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किए जाते हैं। ठीक है, वो आम तौर पर एदाद व शुमार की शक्ल इख्तियार करते हैं। एदाद व शुमार में भी आप इसको ये शक्ल इख्तियार जो दो महूर या महूरों से मुतालिक मकाम के फासले की निशानदेही करते हैं। यानी सिंपल सी बात है कि ये नक्शे या मंसूबे पे सही मकाम की सही पोजीशन को बयान करने के लिए हम कोऑर्डिनेट्स को यूज़ करते हैं। तो ये आपको अब ज़िंदगी भर याद होना चाहिए क्योंकि ये स्किल्स आपको मैंने दे दी। ठीक है, so there are three types of coordinate system which is used in survey. So this is based on survey. So basically we have three coordinate system which are based on surveying, which is used in engineering, which is used in different navigation system, harbor engineering, civil engineering, basic civil engineering, surveying engineering, and different ships as geographic grid. So we will discuss that in future tutorials in different playlists. One is the universe transverse marketer, which typically uses which we use in Google Earth Pro software, when typically used by Google Earth Pro software. So, and the one is a state plane coordinate system. So these are the things which is based on surveying. You have to remember that. So this is based on surveying. Quantity surveying? No, surveying. So we have studied in civil engineering surveying, survey 1 and survey 2. So these two are used on that, alright? So this is used, these tribes geographic grid, universal transverse marketer called UTM, also called UTM, and state plane coordinate system are the three types of coordinate system you should ask in interviews. And you should answer it by the interview if they ask you in a question, alright? Well, these are the skills coming from Badshah. Remember me in your prayers. So next go towards further. So other three types are Cartesian coordinate system, polar coordinate system, and spherical coordinate system. These are the types. So you should know in any interview question asked by interviewer, any interviewer in the world asked by you should know and you should answer it. And at that time remember me in your prayers. I one by one save these S. The zone is 42S and northing and easting. I'm writing in quickly. I write it over here. Similarly, I will write for Mark 2, Mark 3 and Mark 4. So let me show you. This is for Mark 2. Alright. I write it in a PowerPoint or you can write it anywhere. So similarly, I plot all these points, which were my coordinates, to describe the exact position of a location of a single point. So we have, in this case, we have 7 points. So I'm hide the sidebar. These are the 8 coordinates. So why I write this these coordinates? Why? Because I have to enter this right now in AutoCAD to see the magic. What can we do in AutoCAD? I don't have an advanced version. You can use it in AutoCAD 2022, 2023, and around I have old version 2007. But let's check whether it's working in that or not. But before that, I have to save my image. To save this image and presentation to present and to the client or any agency, a third party, or any person which gives this task. So I go to the option, right, click on this file button and save this. So come to here, now these untitled map, these things I don't want. You can take it, or you want to use it to give a description. What do you want? This project is based on what? So you give your description, and you want to give your writing on the project, the task that is given to you. You can write your firm name or any agency you want to work for, a client, or you can even write the client name. On this side, these are the legends. Like this shows this symbol location, which is the location of my project. This exactly shows the location of my project, and these are different marks which shows the coordinate, and the surrounding is a share market. So I can hide these. One is the Google Earth, which is the watermark of this software. So I can come here, and I want to check the map options. I don't want these options. I want a full image of that, because you can see it's a mess around there, and it's hide the exactly area, and the drawing that is hide that the surrounding F5 park was hidden by these legends. So I want to uncheck. So I want to remove the title, which is I uncheck that. I want to remove the scale. So this is a scale. So I want to remove. I want to just bring the compass. So it's okay. All right. It just describe that my project is towards the north. All right. That just described that my project is towards the north. So this is my north. So just want to have to save this picture. You come to here. So there's the map options, and you know what I have believed that this is in my north data. So come here and just click on this resolution. So I want to save it in the higher definition. So, and if I want to come here to the 4K, if I want to come here to this one, then it's slider. And if I want to head to current, the current it gives me. So I want to go for the current one, no problem. So I want to save this, and it comes to this top, and I want to give that CCAS uni image land measurements. Okay, so I want to just save that. So that's what we save, and my presentation, the presentation that I want to show it to the client, any person who give me the task, or any party in the foreign countries, any task from social media, all right, any website. So I believe that we have discussed the entire mechanism of the coordinates and the Google positioning system, and the place marks, and the plotting sites, how to save that details and your project and presentation. So for till then, this is okay, and this is enough, and we will see you in the tutorial number 4. So I will see you soon. Remember me in your prayers.